It's coffee time. There was a huge spider walking along my wall while I was filming news, and I was like, the cat's gonna see that eventually. He's gonna see that. He's gonna chase after that thing. Earlier, there was a fly. Tuckered him out so hard. There was a fly like all over my room. Cat was chasing him everywhere. He got so excited. And then the fly got like caught in between the window and the screen. So I opened up the window so that the fly could come back in, because I was like, yeah, chase after the fly, exercise, exercise. And now he's just bushed. He's been passed out. He inspired me. He inspired me to take a nap because Ro was filming Nerdy Nummies. So I was like, well, while they're filming and I'm not supposed to be making a lot of noise, it might be cat nap time. It might be time for cat nap. So the cat just like passed out in his tower and I passed out in my bed. I took all of the flags down because I'm trying to figure out like a better place for them all to go together. And so I made a pile of flags. The cat loves it. He loves whatever fabric it is that they use for these flags, that like synthetic fabric. He has been laying in all them international colors all day. He loves it. I was like, I'm gonna feel bad when I actually put these up because now I know that you love it so much. And he's just like, meh. He loves it. I took a picture. It was pretty adorable. It was pretty cute. But today has been like a pretty lazy day, which I'm okay with because I haven't had like a lazy day in a while. Now, I haven't had any real time where I got to just like chill that wasn't me having an upset stomach in a few days. So when I woke up this morning, I was like, what do I got to do today? Videos. That's like it. That's literally like it. And that's awesome because, you know, I love making the videos. It's just like part of my life now. So I didn't go, oh, I have so much work to do. Nah, it's not so much work. It's fun videos. It's fun videos. It's no big. So that got to be a thing. And put a million pins on my bag because I got so many pins from the events. And then the packages that I've opened so far, a couple of you guys have sent me some pins and I was like, got so happy. So I put pins all over my backpack. It looks ridiculous, but I love it. Jeannie came in because Jeannie comes over when they film Nerdy Nummies. Jeannie came in and she was looking at my bag and she was like, you look like you're in high school. It's like, so? What are you trying to say? Ah. Yes, that nap was great. Have you guys ever researched like those weird like sleep pattern differences? Like how some people will take, I think it's 3-hour naps at a time, or maybe it's 4-hour naps, or they'll sleep a certain number of hours and then the rest of the time is just like 20-minute naps. There's so many different sleep cycles and I can't remember what they're called. One of them is called the Everyman, I think, and one of them is like the Genius. There's like the Genius sleep pattern, things like that. They're all meant to optimize the amount of time that you're awake, right? So that you don't waste time sleeping, so that you get to work as much as possible, which seems like an interesting idea for me since I'm like kind of self-employed now, and I would be able to kind of sleep whenever I wanted for the most part. Like, man, that might be kind of interesting to try to do, but I don't think it's something that I could stick to. I enjoy being awake, but I also enjoy just sleeping, like just sleeping so hard. So when I was a kid, oh man, when I was a kid, get tiny Dodger stories. Whenever I would go to daycare and kindergarten, all the different times that you had like a nap time. Nap time was my favorite part of the day. All the other kids would scream and pitch a fit. They hated it so much. And I immediately, the second the nap time was a thing, I like grabbed my mat because they would have us all, there was like a huge stack of mats, you know, like when you're in PE sometimes, depending on the school, they'll have you like grab your mat and drag it wherever you want and then you use the mat while you're exercising or stretching. So that's basically what they would do. They had like tiny mats. And so they'd be like, come grab your mat, and we'd be like, okay. And I loved it. I would just wait around for it. But I was really bitter. I was also like a kleptomaniac child because if you were really quiet during nap time, they would give you like a prize, right? To help kids be quiet during nap time. They were like, all right, we'll reward kids when they're quiet. And so I was always quiet because I was always actually sleeping. I was like nap so hard. And there was one time though that I got told to shush because I was humming. But that's like something that happens even now. When I was working at TGS, I would hum all the time and then be like, oh god, I'm that coworker that's just like singing to herself. It's terrible. But I got so bitter that I never got a toy. That I never got that like that positive reinforcement. Like I knew that I wasn't doing anything wrong. So I started stealing toys and I'd bring them home and I would tell my mom that I got them. I would like make up my own reality. I was like, yeah, I got this stuffed animal as you know, 'cause I was good. Then my mom would be like, oh, that's so great. And I got addicted to that. I was like, oh, my mom's so happy with me when I bring a toy home and I get a toy. So I started just stealing toys from the nursery. And they didn't find out until it was like it ramped up so quickly. They didn't find out until there was a huge teddy bear that I grabbed. It was literally the size of myself and I tried to just leave with it and they were like, no. They followed me out and took it from me, but they took it from me right in front of my mom and she was like, what are you doing? And I was like, nothing. And one of the ladies was talking to her and she was like, a lot of our toys have gone missing. I'm wondering if your daughter's taken them. My mom was like, what? So we went home, I'm like crying, and my mom was like, all right, how many of these toys have you stolen? And I was like, all of them. I never won any of them. And then they did the thing where they were like, I don't know if you deserve to get older this year. I was like, what? They're like, yeah, we might just skip your birthday. Maybe you'll just stay the same age for another year. Killed me. I was like, no! Like dying. I was so racked with guilt. And then my mom had to explain to me what jail was and why why stealing is bad. And even when I was little, I questioned it. I was like, I'm a kid, they'll even take me to jail? And my mom was like, probably. I was like, so that was how Dodger learned not to steal. I was a kleptomaniac child that got so drunk on the feeling of people being proud of me and my family for being good during nap time. Oh gosh, it was so ridiculous. But even now, I love naps. That's the full story. Naps are the best. And if you have a kid who doesn't like to nap, I don't understand, because naps are the greatest. Those are my feelings. Anywho, I'm gonna go. But I hope that you guys had an awesome day. And if you have like an interesting sleep cycle that you do, like on purpose, not like I have insomnia, but like if you actually have practiced a specific sleep cycle and you think that it works, you should tell me about it, because I'm curious about that stuff. I'm like really curious, although I don't think that I would ever do it. I still want to like read about it. Okay. Have a good day, guys. Bye bye. Mwah!